Hello friends, welcome to channel 11. Today I am going to give some explanation about how to create the temporary tables in SQL Server and where it will be stored and how it is going to be accessible. So to temporary tables we can create different ways. One is by creating directly temporary table using create statement. So at any time if you wanted to create the temporary tables, the syntax we should follow is using hash and name of the table. This is the local temporary tables, and if you want to access globally you have to start with double hash. So the if you want, suppose this is the global temporary table, so it can accessible multiple instances. For example, if you create the table with a single hash, this table accessible only for this instance in SQL 9 instance. Suppose if we create the another instance using SQL 10, if you wanted to access the temporary table from this instance, it cannot be accessible. But if you create the temporary tables with double hash in this instance SQL 9, the same thing you can accessible from here. That is only the difference, but remaining all are same. So and another thing, at any whenever you create the temporary tables, the table will get created in tempdb database. So once you close these instances, so it will clear automatically. So I will show that one also. This is the difference between temporary global temporary and normal temporary table. And to create the temporary tables, as I mentioned, first to using create table and double or single, whether we want to go for normal temporary table or global. So now I will go for normal one, C11 example, and the syntax is same. So here I have to create the name varchar 15. So once you create the table, so table created successfully. So as I mentioned, this table will get available from the, so it will get added into temporary db. So if you see that, it should add that my C11 example. So the table will get created here. So this is the norm, since this is the not a global temporary table, so we can't access in from here. Suppose if we wanted to use select star from, so it will get available here. So there is no error. Suppose that the same thing if you tried here, so you will get invalid. So let's try with the global temporary table. Let me create here. So I'm using double hash and C11 example global example. Let me create different name. And if I create from here global temporary table, let me go and refresh. If you see that this, there are two temporary tables are created here. Let me access this from here now. There is no issue. Suppose if I try with the same table from another instance, if you see that there is nothing issue. You can try different instances. Since this is the global available for the global, we can access from anywhere from the SQL. So this is one way we can create temporary table. There is another way also. Select star select into. So this is the another way of creating temporary tables. from directly. So I will let me go and take one example. So this is here I am directly creating a table, temporary table C11 products. So here I am specifying my temporary table name, select into, so these are the column names. So with these two column names, I am planning to create a temporary, that is local temporary table. So this is the so now I am creating a local temporary table using with these two columns. So by using this approach, so we no need to create a table explicitly from. So we can directly create a table using select statements with this syntax. So with these two columns, I am creating a temporary table with the data. So let me go and create this. So my temporary table has been created. Let me access from here. If you see that I have created the temporary table plus data. So this is one kind of this is the another way of creating temporary table dynamically. Insert into temporary table name from. So this so here this approach, since you already created a temporary table somewhere and you wanted to insert to by condition based or and some conditional based, you wanted it to insert some data. So this is the way. So it seems to be some data is truncating. Let me give here. Yeah, here you what you need to remember is whenever you wanted to create the temporary table, the data types should be matched, otherwise you will face the issue. Select one. Let me go and create. Since it's already created a table, I am creating another one and I am using the table here. So let me try how it's work. So 135 rows are inserted. Let me access. If you see that so my table got inserted from using select statement. This is another. All my temporary tables are available here. So let me go on. As I mentioned, temporary tables automatically clear whenever the instance will closed. So let me close these instances. So temporary tables will available. Suppose if you create the global table, temporary table, it will available until last instance closed. You guys have a nice day. Thank you very much. I hope you understand the difference between temporary table, global and as well as local, and how to create the temporary tables and how to insert the data into temporary tables and how it get refreshed when we close the instances. Thank you guys. Have a nice day.